thank you very much for this opportunity. I really feel it is really a privilege to be here, to speak to this group here. And I want to first of all thank everyone who helped to participate here to bring this meeting together. I know it took many hands and many ears and many different types of people to bring this meeting together. And I appreciate the participation of government officials, universities, technical schools, and vocational schools, the students, professors, and deans, and our business partners throughout the region, and any other guests that are here. So it's really indeed a real privilege to be here and to share with you, to see some of the things that are taking place in this partnership, to hear more about how deeply they're understanding one another and their different cultures, and to gain more knowledge to go further. I just want to say that when I first was planning for this trip, we went to Jordan and visited a number of partnerships, 3 there, and I said, well, while we're in the region, I want to come to Morocco as well, and to see some of the partnerships here that are occurring. So it is indeed a pleasure to do that. When I looked at the schedule for my trip, you know, we talked about it being an open house or a showcase. And then when I look at the title here, that we say it's a collegiate entrepreneurship and collaborative strategies looking at outcomes and prospects. And that's exactly a very good title. And I want to commemorate the people who helped to establish that title, because it is a real message. And if you look at those words, it really tells us what we're about. It's really about, you know, really celebrating, I would say, diversity. In many respects, you know, we're working with students, professors, deans, and administrators on a college and university side. And on the business side, we're dealing with a lot of different types of organizational structures, too, that maybe I don't know fully. But again, we should celebrate that diversity to understand how business and industry operate. They operate somewhat differently from a college and a university. And then it's good to understand how they do operate. And this particular meeting brings together those kinds of groups. And I would say also that bringing in the political side is also very important. If you have the politicians that are interested in the region and the regional development, and then across Africa, if you will, or in the Middle East, you know, if you can get that political energy engaged as well, it makes our partnerships all the stronger. So I really appreciate that here in this relationship here between the United States here and the government of Morocco. So in celebrating that diversity, I just wanted to say that our USAID strategy for education has 3 different goals, and the second goal is to improve higher education and workforce development systems to support country strategies here in Morocco. And indeed, these partnerships that we have here are doing that. And just prior to the meeting here, I was meeting with some of the students here, and they were so excited about their exchanges. The exchanges they're having virtually, and then some of them are actually coming together to meet one another. That kind of interaction with business and industry with the students is very, very valuable. It lays the foundation from theory to practice, and that particular engagement is very useful. I remember when I was also at a community college and I had some theory classes, and then in the summer we had internships in which we put that theory to practice. And I said, wow, this is really good. I'm studying and I'm also applying this, and it really gave me a lot of excitement to learn and to go further in my education and my understanding. So that student participation is really critical. You know, I would also say that, you know, working with professors and deans and administrators within your organizations and with the private sector at various levels, those sorts of engagements are really important to try and understand, because there are different cultures. A lot of times we operate in organizations and we're in silos. But when we come to meetings like this, we break down silos. We really do get the opportunity to see, to hear, and understand how we can better cooperate and work together to make our community and regional development much better, to provide students with, employment opportunities, to start their own businesses, or even to engage with business and industry. So it's really a great opportunity to support our aid strategy, support the government of Morocco's strategy in education and business development. It's also really important to, I foresee, to look at our institutional involvement. We operate as individuals, and that's really, we're learning all the time. But as we operate within organizations, sometimes we have to be very flexible. And I think that flexibility to learn how business and industry operates and how we can better prepare our students to work in business and industry, it's much more efficient. And the same way working with higher education institutions, we foresee this partnership working across disciplines. It's not just working with business or agriculture or health, but it's students working together across many disciplines that breaks down some of these barriers of our institutions to enable us to go further. I would say that I really am inspired by the President's speech about his idea and vision to go beyond this community, beyond this region, beyond this country, and to work across boundaries, across countries. I think that opportunity is really there, given the way we communicate with our iPads and many other internet connections. The reality is here. So it's our opportunity, not only today, but as we go forward, to exploit those opportunities to the greatest of our advantage. So I'd like to thank again all of the people who have made this possible, and I hope and I foresee that we will see over the next 3 or 4 days some of the real collaboration that we're taking across business and industry with universities, colleges, and technical schools. And we'll also be able to hear what you're doing, understand the vision and the opportunities that we do have. It's just the beginning. And I look at this particular meeting as a way to really celebrate our partnerships, not only as it is today, but as it is into the future. So I wish you all the very, very best as we interact together here in the next 2 or 3 days. Thank you very much.